Calls the case, People versus Chloe Whitsett.
Edward Drukas on behalf of Chloe Whitsett, who is approaching, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm dismissing my court-appointed attorney and representing myself.
Start with this. What's your name?
Chloe Whitsett.
Okay. And you're intending upon representing yourself in this matter?
At this time, yes, Your Honor, I am. I am dismissing the court-appointed attorney at this time, yes.
Okay. What's going on?
Until my family and I decide what law firm we are going to choose, I will be representing myself.
So you need time to seek a attorney?
Well, not really, but I have a request at this time as I am representing myself.
Well, not until such time as I relieve Mr. Drukas.
Okay, thank you.
What I'm trying, I have not done so.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out what the issue is and what you're intending upon doing.
Dismissing the court-appointed attorney and representing myself.
Okay.
I'm sorry. At this time, I can't make it any clearer, and I don't understand.
You're not making it very clear to me at all.
Okay.
You're not listening.
I'm confused.
Just talking. Are you going to hire an attorney?
Yes.
Or are you going to represent yourself?
Today, Your Honor, I'm going to represent myself. If my request is denied by you, then I will be hiring an attorney. I can't make it any clearer than that.
So so if I relieve Mr. Drukas, you're going to represent yourself?
Yes, sir.
So if they set it for a preliminary examination, you're ready to go?
This is I'm representing myself today. I don't know what all happens today, but I'm talking to the judge without the court-appointed attorney.
No.
Okay, well, I don't.
Don't listen. You don't you dare just lean on my podium and pretend like that. Not here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pass the matter because if you come back up and start banging your nails on that podium, you're going to be going with Mr. Allen. You may have a seat. Don't shake your head at me. Oh. Mr. Allen, might want to have a conversation with her and tell her that she better check herself before she comes back up here. Thank you, Mr. Durkin. So who wants to go next?
Welcome to the best court channel on the internet. How do I know this? My mum told me. Also, I hand select specifically for my subscribers' interests, and then I edit them so as they don't have any boring bits. And I do this because my subscribers really appreciate it, and me and my mum really appreciate them. And as a bonus, maybe I'll be able to put a smile on your face, as some of these clowns who commit these crimes are pathetic, and some kinds of pathetic can be funny. So come be appreciated and subscribe to my channel and make my mum happy. Off the record, only the best bits for my guys.
All right, and we're here for sentencing on a charge of jail inmate in possession of contraband with a 5-year maximum. Advisory guidelines were scored at 0 to 17 months. Mr. Nightingale, have you had a chance to review that pre-sentence report with your client?
I have.
Do you have any additions or corrections or scoring challenges?
No scoring challenges. I think the people are going to move to correct his jail credit. No objection to that. He was, I believe, serving a sentence at the time that this was charged. I just am not sure of his out date as to that case.
Okay.
Your Honor, and looking at the old jail list that we have last night, it looks like he served a misdemeanor sentence from July 12th to October 17th. So then October 17th to December 10th would be 54 days credit.
Okay, and so Mr. Nelson, you would not be entitled by law to credit on this case for the time you were serving another sentence. By the prosecutor's records and the jail records, that means you'd be entitled to credit in this case of 54 days rather than 90. So we'll go ahead and make that change. Any other additions or corrections or scoring challenges from the people?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Nightingale, anything you want to say on your client's behalf?
Of course, Judge. So Mr. Nelson stands before this court, or I guess he sits before this court currently. A very young man, born here in Sheboygan. What I would say also for him is that he's got great family support. His mom reaches out to him quite frequently. Sounds like he's going through some pretty serious health issues, as indicated by the PSI. I believe that that's what sort of led us to the situation, is that, for better or for worse, he felt like he needed to assist his medical situation while he was in the jail serving that sentence. Seems like he made a really poor choice about how to do that. And so we're here accepting responsibility for that. Judge, he's got a pretty limited criminal history that I would classify as limited. He does have 54 days of credit. The recommendation calls for probation. We are going to request to just follow that recommendation. He is more than willing and capable of serving his probation sentence and promises to do so without issue. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Nelson, it's not required that you would say anything, but it is allowed. Is there anything you want to tell me today?
I would just like to.
Go ahead and stand up.
I'd like to apologize for my actions, Your Honor. There's no justification for it. I take full responsibility, and all I can do now is accept the consequences and do better moving forward.
Thank you. Be seated. Ms. Goodrich, recommendations from the people.
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant is 36 years old. He has 1 prior felony and 12 prior misdemeanors. He also has a pending shoplifting in South Carolina. Does not appear to be employed, but does have a high school diploma. He was sentenced in district court to 120 days jail on the OWI 2nd. Here he committed a felony by delivering drugs to 2 other inmates in our county jail. So I would recommend a mid-guideline range of 9 months in jail with 1 year probation.
All right, Mr. Nelson, if you want to stand for the court sentence. 36 years of age. Your criminal record has been explained by the prosecutor and by your attorney. I understand you've got some physical health issues, but then, when you're out on a drunk driving second offense, and then you're going to jail, you're going to jail, and you smuggle drugs into the jail on your person. And, I don't entirely buy I'm only doing that for medical necessity of my pain, because was it even prescribed to you?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. But you smuggle that into the narcotic-free jail. But then you're like giving it out, so now you're not acting like a patient, you're acting like a doctor and a prescriber and giving drugs to other folks in the jail. That's a very serious matter. I mean, I just read a news article of somebody in Bay County that died from that. You don't know what their situation is, what their tolerance is, what's going to happen. It was a planned offense because you knew you were going to jail for the other. And you got 120 days on that case. I don't think if you get 120 days in jail and you smuggle drugs into the jail, that your sentence for that crime should be any less than what you went to jail for, right? It should be more. That's how I think common sense would kind of dictate that. So even though we're looking at a 0 to 17 guidelines range, I think that there are reasonable grounds for incarceration, even though it's an intermediate sanction under the guidelines. So for that reason, what I'm going to do is place you on probation for 18 months, subject to the terms and conditions listed in the pre-sentence report. Those include substance abuse assessment and treatment, curfew, employment, and I'm going to order that you serve 6 months in the Sheboygan County Jail and give you credit for 54 days that you've already served. You have to contact your supervising agent within 24 hours of your release. I understand you're looking to live with your father downstate. We can transfer supervision down there probably without difficulty. You are eligible for early discharge from probation at the halfway point if you've successfully completed programming. So we're going to hand you a piece of paper explaining that. Any questions for me, Mr. Nelson?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you all so very much for watching to the end. Please subscribe and drop a like if indeed you did enjoy. I hope so. Until the next time, I'm off to feed those cats. And if you want to see another cool episode of mine without all the mandatory stuff, then click on the episode on screen now.